What's going on, guys? Ethan over at Collins Incorporated. A question I get all the time is what do I use to wash my boat? So I'm gonna kind of run through a few things that I use to keep my boat in tip-top shape. Starting out here with the hull, you get off the water, you got a scum line, you got water spots all over the hull. I like to use this 303 speed detailer. It's super nice. It's not a hard cleaner. You can put it on there. It has UV protection, so it leaves a little coating on top of the gel coat to make sure everything's shining. No oxidation is really taking a hit. I go through the whole boat, wipe it down, make sure the scum line's off of it, and then you can put it away in your building. So the trailer is a huge part of maintenance. It can be very devastating if you do not keep your trailer in tip-top shape. These have aluminum wheels. This also has brakes on them. So if you take your boat to brackish or saltwater, you want to make sure that you wash that down thoroughly. There's all kinds of salt terminators you can spray on there to keep the rust away. I do recommend that. But as far as the rims, I use the same speed detailer to clean inside the rims. Make sure to get in all the crevices because that's where the lamination of your rims start. I also use the Lucas Fast and Easy Shine. I basically spray down your tire, let it sit, and then go back with a brush scrub and then apply another coat to it. It'll give it that nice shine when you're pulling up to the boat ramp. People will be looking at it. Also, right here you have your frame of your trailer. It's sometimes can get dirty. Sometimes it can get dull or kind of light colored. I also use the tire shine on it. Don't use it on the steps because you'll slip and bust your tail, but use it on the main frame pieces, spray it down. It'll give it that nice shine to it, bring it back to life. All right, guys, back here where the motor is. Motor can be a very finicky place. To clean, you get a lot of water spots because it is actually in the water. So sometimes these hot summer days, the water spots will bake on and they're super hard to get off. I use Meguiar's water spot remover. It comes in a blue or red bottle. It just depends on the severity. Wipe it down. You got hard spots from here or up on the cowling, apply you a coat. Don't rub it in too rough. Get your microfiber towel and kind of make a circular motion. It'll knock those water spots off. Go back with the speed detailer and it'll bring back the shine to your motor. Also on your power poles, power pole brackets, make sure to get in all the crevices down there where the bolts are because that's where corrosion and all kinds of rust problems start. It's little small crevices, so make sure to hit all that. Also your jack plate. Jack plate's a huge thing you need to maintain because that's what's connecting the motor to the back of the boat. So if you have any buildup of rust, corrosion, or anything like that going on your motor, it can cause big problems. So make sure to clean in all the little crevices with your speed detailer. It's better to do it by hand than spray it down with a brush. You just can't get in all the little tight areas. All right, guys, interior is just as important as exterior. This is where you're going to be 9 times out of 10. You're dragging dirt, rocks, sand, anything you can pick up in the parking lot, you can drag into the boat. So it's important to get it out. On the carpet, me personally, I vacuum my boat every time I get off the water. It just prevents sand buildup, stains, discoloring in the carpet. And on the seats are very important because you have threads, you have different patterns on them, and you want them looking as good as possible for as long as possible. So I use a Starbright, the vinyl guard to put on them, kind of puts a UV protectant coat on them so you don't have seams coming apart or discoloring or stains or anything like that. Just make sure to give them a wipe down every time. All right, another key thing you need to clean because it can smell awful if you catch fish. If you don't catch fish like me, it's no problem. Your live wells, I always fill them up with fresh water from the house. Fill them up with fresh water. I put Dawn dish soap in there and then I scrub the inside, make sure there's any stains, any crawfish, any bait remains in there, get that out before trying to flush it through the pipes. And then what I do is I flush it out with the Dawn dish soap in there. It leaves a fresh smell for next time you get in there. But you always want to rinse them back out after you have the soap go through, just in case if you catch fish next time, you don't want to be filling your live wells up with soapy water. Finishing up now, one of the most important things you need to keep clean is your depth finders. As expensive as they are and as useful as they are clean, you need to make sure to clean the screens of your depth finders with Windex. There's a numerous amount of products out there, but it's just important to keep them clean. Keep your sun covers on there so it doesn't bake the screens out, doesn't get water spots on it. Every time after I get off the water, I spray mine down with Windex, wipe it down, and that's that. Guys, I appreciate you walking through the cleaning process we use here. All the products you've seen today can be bought at Collins when you come to pick up your new boat. It's just important to keep your boat clean so when you come back to trade it in a couple of years, it's in tip-top shape and we can give you the best value possible. I appreciate it. If you ever need anything, give me a call.